Hey, beautiful morning to ya. Gonna be the first video on the YouTube channel titled Under the Black Man Stand Up Movement. Black Man Stand Up Movement is a collection of individuals from all races, creeds, orientations, walks of life that just want to see a better life for all of us. Erase the bigotry of our world and our country. That is the meaning of the inverted American flag colored in black and white with the fist in front of it. In no way is that flag a disrespect to armed forces, soldiers, or anybody who's given their life to fight for our freedoms. It means America is to be stretched under bigotry and racism, and we want it to stop. People are out here saying all lives matter, but I'm watching online here in Minnesota and around the country where they say we're not going to do Black Lives Matter. That's racist. All lives matter. Here's all lives matter, I would go. Well, the simple fact of the matter is all is absolute. And black is part of all. So if it's time to say, hey, Black Lives Matter, if you're about all lives, then why don't you just stand up for Black lives at the moment and get a marker and a piece of poster board and make a sign that say Black Lives Matter. We are the Black Man Stand Up Movement. We are not necessarily the organization or whatever that says Black Lives Matter, but we do believe that Black lives do matter, as well as Native lives, white lives, brown lives, Asian lives. Every life does matter, but me coming from the black community, I'm gonna focus on black folks. We have this case of a young lady out in Prior Lake, Minnesota that was being bullied online by some peers of hers, and the dad gets pissed off because he's a white guy who adopted a black child, and he calls the school, calls the cops, makes a YouTube video, gets a hold of the kid's dad. The kid's dad, another white man, says to him, hey, I can't believe you're making a big deal about it. This is normal. We talk like this all the time. You must be a nigger lover too. I just wanted to say to that guy that stood up for his daughter out there in Prior Lake, we salute you. We need more people like you to take out the trash. And here at the Black Man Stand Up Movement, we plan on taking out our trash too. We got people in our nationality that make us look bad in the street. Have a sister girl down south or Missouri, or I don't remember exactly where it says she's living, but she recently joined the movement, and she's putting out her message of, responsible parenting and lifestyle changes and stuff. And here this brother comes out and says, lame. Well, brother, you a black man, and that plagues you and everything. And so I'll just say it out loud, leaving this video and segueing into the next one, which is going to be called the Parable of the Garden Keeper, which is something I got in meditation. If you're a part of the problem, they got a place for you. If it's so lame to be responsible and not make babies who are stranded on welfare and everything, then, well, they got a place for you, and that place is not in our community anymore. We're sick and tired of being made out to look bad by a bunch of lame house niggas, sellout slaves who are just capitalizing off the exploitation of our people. You go back to the slavery times, they said the black slaver was the worst. And that's kind of transferred into a little bit more than somebody who's driving slaves, but it transfers into somebody who lives that lifestyle. Here I'm at Crosstown Market. I got these lovely police officers. I'm going to walk in the door as I say, Black Man Stand Up. Basically, we got to be the change that we want to see. And in being the change that we want to see, we're going to have to shed off not only some of our friends, but our family members and stuff too, because time's running out and it's getting too late. We can't be out here like dogs chasing our tails anymore. We have to go ahead and be the change that we want to see. Otherwise, there's going to be a few choice of us who are out here making fools of the ones who say Black Lives Matter. So with that being said, yes, Black lives do matter. There are good cops, there are bad cops, just like there are good people and there are bad people in the world. But here at the Black Man Stand Up Movement, we focus on home. And that's what's up. Black Man Stand Up.